Hi, in this operation management subject, we are going to discuss the facilities layout and the need for layout decision, the determination of layout. Okay, so in this module 3, we are going to find this, we are going to discuss about this. So, first, facility layout or plant layout. What is a facility layout or a plant layout? So layout is normally arrangement of things. Okay, any layout, if you see here, either it is residential layout or it may be industrial layout, whatever it is, it's arranging the things in a proper way. That's what important in the in a given area, how we are going to arrange the facilities. So in this, normally in industries, we are producing components from through raw materials. Okay, so once the raw materials, we get the raw materials from the suppliers, we are sending to the production department. There each and every process has been done, and finally it is going as a output as a product, right? So for that purpose, we have to make a proper layout. So the layout will help to move the materials in a smoother way. And moreover, uh, just like in house building, if you construct a house, we are having a top plan. Okay, the plan, it gives the location of your hall, your kitchen, your bedroom, bathroom, like where we have to do the works. So like that in industry also, we need a location for accounts, we need a location for office, we need a location for production, we need a location for canteen. Okay, so that plant layout, it is maximum utilization of the area. Normally a layout is a thing, it is used for deciding the utilization of the area what is given, with the best structures, right? So in it is there in the both the production as well as in service organization. So production organization in the sense, like industries, Ashok Leyland, Tata, or whatever the industry, if you take, it is a production department, production organization, where components are getting produced. Somewhere else, just like in service sectors, service organization is also there. Hospitals or banking, if you go for a bank, so you know that where to go for deposit, and where to go for taking the amount, or where to go for education loan purpose. Like everywhere one cabin is getting arranged over there in the service sectors. In hospital also like that, where the pharmaceutical or physiotherapy department should be there, where the x-ray session will be there. Like it is making a position for arranging the sequence, or for making the service, possible service at the lower cost as well as easier way. So the output what we are getting should be in maximum thing. Normally in any industries, if you see that tailor shops or groceries, supermarkets, and everywhere, any type of industry or business organization, it will follow some certain design for movement of that is keeping the materials or men or machines. So why it is needed, why we have to go for the layout decision? Okay, so is the layout is must? Yeah. So layout is very important for integrating the resources, in the sense, what are the resources? Any business organization or any industry, the resources are main machine materials. Okay, so integrating the main machine material in a proper way, we need to locate them in a proper area. So integrating the resources is very important. This is, it leads to make a proper layout design. And material handling, moving a minimum distance. So material, whatever the material we are using in industries, so that should be moved, it should be have a minimum distance, and there should not be any obstacles in front of that. So for that we are making a proper layout, movement of material we are having. uh, the separate pots and other machines where to keep it, and providing with the space for next effective maintenance and effective utilization of available space. So if you see that in a supermarket, normally the area will be normal space, but the utilization will be more. They will use vertical space also. So horizontal and vertical space utilization, for that we need the layout first, and moreover the worker safety and security. So those who are working in a company, they should not get an accident or anything. The safety of the employers are important. So where the people has to work, which is the hazardous area, where we have to give material, where we have to keep the men and machines, and what is the space given in between the two men or two machines. Like that the layout will help safety and security purpose. Next, flexibility. If there is any changes in future, okay, whatever we are making the layout, it should have a flexibility in nature. Tomorrow if there is any change in a design or change in yeah, there is development of your industry, if you want to develop the area, then there should be a facility for changing this your design. So layout should consist of any facilities with flexibility nature for future changes, and removal of bottlenecks. So that is bottlenecks in the sense where all the components or the coming and they're getting waiting for next process, so it should be avoided. So a machine or the process should be fully smooth functioning. It should not get a bottleneck area where all the components are getting waiting for the next process, so it will affect the entire product, entire process. So that should be avoided with a proper layout of the component, for a proper layout. And disposal of work. So a raw material comes means it has to go for the another process, and it will be the input for the another process, and it should go a proper way, and there should not be any storage in between, and the way should not be getting affected. That is, the disposal of the work should be proper. The accumulation of work should not be there anywhere because of the improper layout. So raw layout should be in a way that the material flow should be proper, and disposal of the material should be proper. And for maintenance, so any machines should have a space for work surrounds that one. So if there is any problems comes, people has to come and work. So maintenance, there is a gap should be, or a space should be provided for each machines for the maintenance purpose. So while utilizing the plant, we should plan everything, even for ventilation, and even for maintenance, all the things we have to concentrate. And the supervision and control, it will be normally helpful for controlling the people, those who are workers available, the workers, their supervisors can control their members from a particular point of view. So here the flexibility, it there is a possible changes in increasing decreasing production. So for future expansion the layout should be there. And as we said, minimum waste of time, the quick disposal of material for useful for minimum wasting the minimum. Okay, so the time should be time is very important for any process for getting the outputs, right? So avoid industrial accidents. So the arrangement of machines, it should reduce the accidents. So the space for movement is very very important, and this is where what machines has to keep, and where the locations people movement should be there. Everything should be properly mentioned in any layout. So this is the layout, how we have to go for. And the determinants of the layout is It depends upon the type of the product. If it is a big product, we have to make it different layout. Or if the product is liquid type, a chemical, or there is a factory which is producing soft drinks, that layout will be different. And a light material product movement, that will be a different one. So first of all, product determination, that is the weight of the product, as well as the it is a mass production type of production process, whether it is a batch production or mass production process. Already we have seen what are the types of production, and the volume of production, how much components it should be produced. So whether automation system is we are going to introduce or not, that is a management policy. How much which is the technology we are going to invest in that, and what are the service facilities over there, what are the future possibilities. So if there is any decision for taking future expansion, then the layout should be in a way that for it should be easier for expand in future. Okay, these are all the determinants of the layout. So the layout is very important for making the flow easy, flow of the materials and the goods, and the volume of production, types of goods, small or heavy, bulky, this will decide the layout, and the volume of production will decide the layout, and the cost constraints, so size of the plant and the storage facilities. From the management point of view, that is also it affects. And service, like we have to keep canteen, drainage function, drainage area, parking area, first aid area. This all will decide the how to make the layout. Okay, so these are all the determinants of layout and the points to be considered for layouts.